Welcome back to Awesome Truth, and we better talk about Raw today.
And yeah, we're gonna start the night with Dominique and Ray Morgan, who went to the middle of the ring and started talking trash about everybody. And Ray Morgan was celebrating how she was the best in the division. There's nobody better than her. She was the one. She didn't lead the way like Nikki Vela. She had to work hard for it. So, nah, it was a good promo. What you thought about that?
Yeah, I think it was okay, but Io Sky came and saved this whole segment, in my opinion. And Io Sky did really good with her promo. It was like very fluent English, talking bad about Dominic Mysterio, about how Liv Morgan, was stealing Dominic, and Dominic's like, wait, don't bring my name in this. And yeah, it was funny. Io Sky interacting with Dominic and Liv Morgan. I thought that was a really good promo with Liv.
Yeah, and it was really cool too that every time Dominique speak, for some reason the crowd is booing again, which I thought it was already over with the crowd, but
Yeah, I feel like it's fake now. I feel like people are booing just to boo. It's not real heat anymore like it used to be. It feels more fake. I don't know. Dominic is like waiting for people to boo him. It doesn't feel real like it used to before, to be honest.
yeah, because people like Dominic now.
Yeah, it
so.
doesn't. Yeah, it doesn't feel real. So I don't really like that, to be honest. And can we worry about if she's telling us that she's the greatest world tag team champion, 4-time champion, like it's actually important? Because if it's so important, why are you worried about the world heavyweight championship? Because guess what? The tag team doesn't have a division. So you could be the greatest world tag team champion. Like that does anything. I guess it really doesn't.
Yeah, I guess it doesn't.
So now we have a Queen of the Ring qualifier match with Asuka, Raquel Rodriguez, Stephanie Bakir, and Ivy Now.
Yes, it was an incredible match. The match that I wanted to see more, or the rest of the two people I want to see the most, it was Asuka and Stephanie Vasquez, because they had a couple of times where they wrestled and it looked like a future freaking match. That's gonna be incredible. What do you think about that?
No, I think it was a really good match. I think everybody did really good in this match. I think Ivy Now, always showing how underrated that she is. And Raquel was really showing her strength in that match. And talk about Raquel. Something happened to her and they backfired with her last week.
Yeah, I don't know why we didn't think about it, but I forgot that Raquel Rodriguez got involved in Rhea match last week. So of course it's Rhea turn to pay back for the
Yeah,
payback.
you see Rhea in the back, happy about, getting her revenge because she didn't qualify in the Queen of the Ring because of Raquel. But it backfired with Raquel, making Asuka win the Queen of the Ring, going to the semifinals.
So in the next segment, we got the Noon Days doing a funny promo, doing a commercial like always. What do you thought about that?
Yeah, they were, talking about the town, how they're not gonna defend their title in the title town. So that's gonna be funny. So they're naming all the tag team who they can compete with, and we're gonna see who their next challenges are gonna be.
I kind of feeling they mentioned all those teams because somebody new might come in, because let's see who they're gonna face, because it's true they beat everybody on the list. So let's see what's gonna happen. So now we have Judgment Day in the backstage where they all have a drama. First with Lee Morgan being mad with Raquel because Raquel is waiting for Dr. Sinclair to be back in the ring. And then we got Dominic sending JD to the ring so he could wrestle AJ Styles. So what do you think about that part?
Yeah, it's very interesting to see what the Judgment Day, are gonna be in a couple months, and having slowly problems with everybody.
Yeah, it seems like they all half of the team is going their own way. Like I noticed on the backstage that JD Mandonga was not too happy with Dominic for his viral, but yeah, like you said, let's see what's gonna happen.
So now we have Gunther. Gunther, is showing that he's the world heavyweight champion. That that Jey Uso was lucky beating him in WrestleMania, And he's like the real world heavyweight champion, and nobody that could beat him.
Yeah, and while he's saying all that, you just hear the crowd screaming Goldberg, 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 which they messed up the surprise. Oh, not really, because nobody was surprised, to be honest. Everybody knew that Bill Goldberg was going to come out anyway. I think that's one of the reasons that Uso lost the belt, but it is what it is. What do you think about that?
I think Goldberg showed up, and it was very exciting because the crowd was very excited. Usually they are. I know a lot of people on the internet hate Goldberg, but the audience was really like giving him a big pop. So can you really listen to the online crowd if the audience crowds that making WWE money is doing good? So I don't know. But Goldberg announced to Gunther saying that you disrespect my family in Atlanta. So we're gonna have a match for the title in Atlanta in Saturday main event. Yeah, I think that's the perfect place to do it, to be honest.
I mean, the best place for Goldberg because he used to play in Atlanta and he debuted in WCW in Atlanta. So it's going to be crazy. It might even win the belt. You never know. So now we're going to talk about JD Mendonca versus AJ Styles. Like we spoke before, JD Mendonca was going to fight Dominic Battle, which I know sound kind of crazy. He's doing a favor for Dominique. So he's going to wrestle AJ Styles as a revenge. That's what I meant. What do you think about that?
Yeah, and they had a pretty, solid match. And AJ Styles finished it pretty, good. So it was fun.
Hey, I like the way it ended. Finn Balor, Dominique, and JD Mendonca surrounded AJ Styles. But of course, AJ Styles is fast. So he was able to run away, of course, with the bell. And that's how it ended. That's why you see the bell.
So I guess Sheamus is preparing for his, his match for the King of the Ring credit fair match, and the Alpha Academy and Natalia, I guess, because Otis is gone because of Rusev. So yeah, Tozawa was really like pumped up and ready for Sheamus, to get Rusev tonight because of all the stuff that happened to Alpha Academy. So yeah, it was cool to see Tozawa like actually like serious.
Yeah, he looked kind of scary too and serious. Like, maybe he should change to that character. But I like how Sheamus is being like a leader to them, to Alpha Academy, kind of. But he's always there for them. So that was an interesting promo, I guess, or backstage segment.
You know how you end the show.
Yeah, if you love what we're doing, because we love what you're doing, you could always follow us at
Instagram, where our reaction videos gonna be on our TikTok, and you can subscribe on our YouTube page, Awesome Truth.
And if you're still watching us, like I always say, thank you and peace.